Hi everyone, welcome to my channel again. My name is Hope, and this week I think we're gonna do a little bit of recap of how I feel the last week. How I was feeling is like, I don't know, recently I feel kind of drained for a lot of like experience around me. So my anxiety is then like up. I overthink a lot, like all this experience happened to me now, like overthinking, and I compare a lot. I know that's bad, but that's me now. It's really hard for me, to I was just so days like 2 to 3 days ago, I just made like a video in my Instagram account thinking about that, like because I declare myself like I'm activist, I'm feminist, I'm doing this stuff, but at the same time, like it's so hard to be in that community and like don't get so drained for the whole information you receive. It's so hard to get like, oh, I don't want to talk about this anymore. Like because I want to talk, I want to make something, I want to make a change. It's really hard because my daily basic need is like dreaming at the same time because I work 8 to 6 every day, Monday to Friday. And it's sometimes really hard, give that we like I need to study and at the same time like I need to still doing activism, and the whole thing is like it's sometimes just so overwhelming that sometimes the weekends it feels like, okay, I don't want to do anything, just like lay down in my bed watching a series, and that's all like that I can do in that moment because my body feels so drained. And at the same time it's like I want to go outside, I want to experience, I want to do new things, I want to try new stuff. At the same time, if I do with the same people that I work all the time, like, oh my gosh, it feels so drained. I don't know, sometimes I need to go back to therapy. I was in therapy before, so I need to go back to therapy because I need to feel like understanding more than I thought I can understand me. Because sometimes I really want to. I still trying to do other stuff. I still trying to do like little things that make me for my future, like little things like I still practice like maybe 10-20 minutes a day. My languages, I still trying to exercise every day. I just still like to do like keep my room tight, something like it's kind of minimum, but I try to celebrate my minimum things because I know I can do more than what I'm doing because it's everything in my mind. It's just kind of hard to for me understand that, and I want to like tell you it's normal to feel like that because I know like for everybody it's like, oh my gosh, I need to do more and more and show more. Maybe not for everybody, but a lot of people it like could be like me that I want to do more and more all the time. It just sometimes feels so overwhelming. You get burned out for that. Like you think, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. Like today I wake up really late. Or like I don't want to do this anymore. Like not like my YouTube, not my stuff. Like in my life, so like I don't want to do this anymore. Then I decide that and sit down and I think about my future. I'm like, okay, I need to do this for my future. I need to do this because I need that in my future. That's my goal. I kind of hard. So yes, I think this is really exciting moment in my life. But it's really hard when people say you have 20, go enjoy your life, go and travel. Like I would love to do all the stuff that I saw on social media, but I can't because I don't have the money. I don't have, and yeah, I could, go on camping for like 20 months in a different country. But I'm not a woman. Like I can't stop thinking the whole thing can happen to me for doing this. It's just hard for me, and I think for everybody to really understand what that means when you have like responsibilities and you put your responsibilities on yourself because I'm really hard on myself. Like I really strict on myself. I need to be like what I want to be. I can be more self for my friends, more self with people around me, but when it's about me, I judge me so hard, like so hard. So yeah, I just was like sometimes I just go with my phone and watch reels, TikTok, like something in social media that made me like a little bit of distraction from my mind. like a little escape on my mind. Because for me, sometimes it's really hard to think about stuff, thinking about like I need to do this and this, or sometimes it's really hard to be present, you know. But yeah, I think that is a lot of feel like I had a lot of things that a lot of people can feel. Like if we mean that, it's really kind of hard to understand the whole situation in my mind. Yes, it's like yeah, that was a little bit me the last week. Like I did exercise, I did my language stuff, but at the same time I feel overwhelmed. I feel a lot anxious. I feel like I'm not doing a lot of things in my life that I want to do. Like I would love to be now in another country traveling for a month. You know, new people and new activities every day. But I can't, and that's sometimes make me frustrated. And I feel like there's a little problem sometimes with social media. Like we just show the pretty parts on social media. Like yeah, this is so pretty, and come with me to see Sao Paulo. Come with me to see I don't know Korea. But they don't show the part like it's really hard for everybody to have that life. It's just hard for me sometimes to do it, and I would love to do it, but it can't. I have so many things in my mind. Like I could do it now if I want, but I can because I have something that responsibilities in my mind. Like I need to do for me and my future, and just crazy. I just really wish the best to everybody, like and everybody in their minds. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it's really crazy. I feel like that all the time, like overwhelm me, anxious. Feel like oh my gosh, this is not what I want to be myself in this moment. Like sometimes I feel like this is not the hope that I want to be for me. But this the same time I try to do me don't push me so hard and say, okay, this is the hope that I need in this moment. It's just crazy. I feel like a lot of people can understand just watching videos. Sometimes it just give you, a keep in mind out of what you're doing. I give you mind out of yourself and your mind. I remember for a moment in my life, my mind and me, the Selena Gomez, was a really, song for me. Like I hear for a long time. Because I was like, yeah, my mind and me, like we fight a lot. Like literally, my mind like fighting all the time. Like who I am, what I need to do, and overthinking all the time. And I know sometimes maybe this type of video is not like helping you, but maybe I wish I can, you can be safe to feel that because you're not the only one there feeling this type of feeling, feeling like you need to do more, you need to push more harder, or something like that. Like you're not alone. That was I'm doing this video because I really want to let you know like you're not alone. This like every week is different. And sometimes the same feeling is nice in the week forever. And wow, we can feel like oh my gosh, this week is not end. It's not end anytime. Like it's gonna be forever like that. But no, it's not gonna be forever like that, guys. I know, I believe it. This is just temporary. These feelings are just temporarily. And yes, I wish I can meet everybody that feel like this and give them a hug because I know how hard it can be to still working even if your mind don't feel like you want to work. It's still smiling even if you don't want to still smile. Try to get some peace and sleep even if you know you need to know, yeah, even if you know you need to do it and you might like no you can't sleep now. This happens sometimes to me. Like I would love to go to sleep early sometimes, but I can't. Like it can be in my bed and moving around like for 3 hours because my mind like thinking about food. I think I need to like soon I need to move to another apartment. Soon I need to go to this. I need to do this stuff. I need to practice my language. I need to do the like I need to do a lot of things. Then my mind's like, oh my god, I need to keep my same mind like that way all the time. Like I feel like everybody's working. Like a lot of hopes are working in my mind all the time, different things. But sometimes I like need to be myself, like focus on this. This is the way you need to do. Okay, focus on that. But yeah, every week for me is like a little fight with myself, and it's just funny. It's just funny to know to have somebody to talk about it, talk about how I feel, how you can feel, and feel free to say yes. This week was sucks, and that's okay. Or if they valid, I feel overwhelming, I feel anxious, and that sucks. But it's okay to suck sometimes. Don't be so hard to yourself, because I don't want to be so hard to me. To myself too. Like I try to don't be so hard to myself sometimes, because I'm really hard with my. I'm like I need to be like that, but I know like sometimes I don't need to be that hard. I need to be like. I remember when I was in therapy, my therapist told me like, why you think you can be like really nice with other people but mean to yourself? Like, because I need to like understand. Like she's like, no, because you need to be nice with you too. Like not everything is black and white. You need to be gray, and it's okay. These different type of color grades and different type of color in your life. I'm like, okay, that's true. Like it was when I was in therapy, it was like harder for me to understand a lot of feelings. And yes, but I think that's a little recap of my week. Oh, my feelings this week. It was like anxious, overthink a lot. I feel a little bit depressed because I talked to my mom. I miss a lot. Recently I'm an aunt again, and it does make me feel kind of I'm missing out something, because I'm here, but they are there and their life still, growing up and everything happened. I'm not in the daily days for them. It's going to sad sometimes to think about it. But yeah, I feel nostalgia. I feel kind of frustrated this week too, and I feel anxious, overthinking. I overthink a lot. That is something like it's with me, like we are together. I think hope and anxious are in the same word. Like when the moment at school I discovered like I was anxious and what anxiety means, I think I have something in my mind, like I have something in my life. Because I remember before I go to therapy, I didn't know what anxious mean. I was like, I'm just dumb. I just weird. I'm not where I am, but I'm weird because this happened to me all the time, and they're supposed to be like that. But I just feel like when I went to therapy, I was like, okay, yes, I give it a name the way I want and what I feel, what I'm feeling all the time. So I was like, okay, I did give it a name. So yes, and sometimes even that like feel anxious for my YouTube channel. Like, okay, what can I do to do it better? So if you have any comments, if you have like any opinions, if you have any idea like what can I do for do this better, I really appreciate that, because I start this journey with you guys. I wish you the best. I don't know you. I don't know what you stand for, what like you feeling now, but I know I wish the best for you guys. I wish you gonna have an amazing week this week, and I wish we can be together more time in this pretty community that I try to build. I really wish I'm gonna meet you one day, guys. So yeah, I'm sorry if sometimes you feel like my English is not the best. I try to improve myself every day. Okay, don't be mean. Don't be mean, please. Okay, thank you. I still didn't see myself. I just see the little camera. But anyways, so yes, I think that's all for today. What do you think, Froggy? He's all the time with me. Froggy, I love him so much. Okay, this little fella here is with me. They will stay with me when I'm crying. Sometimes, like, I don't have nobody to hug. I have Froggy, okay? So, my friend, if you need something, if you can adopt a cat, a dog, or any pet in your life in that moment, go for a stuffed animal. I think that can help you a lot. Sometimes I just like talking to my frog. I'm like he if he can hear me, he feel what I'm feeling, but sometimes it's just funny for me to talk to my frog, and I go with him everywhere. when I travel. Like he went with me to Chicago, he went with me to North Carolina to visit my friends. Like he went with me all the time. Like I need Froggy for to go to sleep. Not really need him, but I need one, feel like I'm with somebody who know me. He don't know me. He's a frog. I know he's a animal, but I want to feel and believe that he know me. So that's all for today, guys. And thank you so much for being here. I love you so much. Um, thank you. I wish the best for you, and happy week. Happy next week. We're gonna still surviving and figure out what I'm gonna do with my life because I need to know. I need to know what I'm gonna do with my life soon. And I'm gonna give you a hint, maybe a hint, if I decide what I want to do first. Bye. I love you.